The mountains surrounding Capsule Corp were quiet, their jagged peaks softened by the glow of the setting sun. I stood atop a cliff, arms folded, eyes fixed on the horizon. The wind tugged at my hair, but I did not move. I hadn't trained in days, weeks perhaps. What was the point? Kakarot was gone. It still burns in my chest like acid. That idiot sacrificed himself against Cell, leaving me with a hollow victory I never truly earned. I spent years chasing him, driven by rivalry, fury, and pride. Now the finish line is gone, and I find myself without direction, a warrior with no war. Bulma has tried to reach me. Trunks, too. But every word of kindness feels like salt in a wound. What do they know of the hunger that defined me? Of the emptiness that gnaws at me now? Once the fire of battle defined my existence. Now there is only silence. For a time I considered giving it up completely. The endless struggle, the training, the pain. Perhaps I should accept this quiet life, let myself fade into domesticity. A husband, a father, a shadow. But then came the dreams. Every night I see Cell. A nightmare vision, Cell crushing Trunks with casual ease, mocking me for my weakness. Sometimes it's Frieza instead. And always Kakarot's smile in the background infuriatingly calm, as if to say, you'll never surpass me. But one night I woke with a strangled gasp. Trunks was there again. However, this time he was smaller. Not the hardened warrior from the future, but an infant in Bulma's arms, wide-eyed and fragile. That image was burned into me. For a long time I sat in the dark, staring at the faint glow of the city lights beyond Capsule Corp. My hands trembled not from fear, but from the unbearable truth. Kakarot gave his life to protect his son, to protect them all. And I did nothing. I let pride cripple me, let despair chain me. The thought lingered all through the next day. I watched Trunks play in the courtyard, tiny fists swinging at shadows only he could see. He laughed, the sound so innocent it almost hurt. My fists clenched. I had sworn to surpass Kakarot. And now, in death, he forced me to face the truth. Surpassing him was no longer enough. Protecting is now my duty. Pride alone will not suffice. That night, long after everyone had gone to sleep, I entered the gravity chamber. Dust had gathered on the controls, a sign of my neglect. I wiped it clean with a scowl and set the gravity to 400 times Earth's weight. The chamber hummed to life, pressing down on me like an invisible hand. At first, I staggered. My body protested, weakened by disuse. But when I thought of Trunks, of his laugh, of his fear, I snarled and forced myself upright. I struck, fists slashing out, kicks tearing through the crushing pressure. My breath came ragged, my muscles screamed, but I pushed harder. Every strike became a vow, every block a promise. Not just to surpass Kakarot, but to stand where he had fallen. To shield the boy who bears my blood. The hours bled away. Sweat soaked me, pain racked me. But in that pain, I found clarity. Kakarot's sacrifice was not a mockery of my weakness. It was a reminder of strength's true purpose. By dawn, I collapsed to my knees, chest heaving, body aflame. But my eyes burned with something fierce, something unbroken. Kakarot, I muttered, staring at the rising sun. You may have been a fool, but you taught me something I should have known all along. Strength isn't for pride. It's for them. I thought of Bulma's steady defiance, of Trunks' innocent eyes. The fire inside me roared back to life. I rose, battered but resolute. I am the Prince of all Saiyans. I am no longer lost in shadow. My path stretches before me, clear and merciless. I will fight again. And when the day comes that I face Kakarot once more, in this life or the next, I will meet him not as a rival broken by grief, but as a warrior reforged by purpose. The Prince of all Saiyans is not finished yet.